Hi, welcome to Glowing Secrets, powered by Glow. Today is a very special episode, not because it's our first episode, but because we have a very, very special guest. He doesn't need an introduction, but if I had to introduce him, I would call him an artist, a trendsetter, a designer, and also a fashionista. Let's see who it is. Ramzi, welcome to my show.
Welcome. Thank you for inviting me today.
Well, Ramzi, firstly, I would like to know, what do you think about beauty? Because this show is all about beauty, beauty secrets, and how we find this beauty that we all crave for. So, what do you think beauty is?
Rozanne, to me, beauty is in the beholder's eye. See, what I see, what is beauty to me, maybe not for someone else.
Of course.
My eye goes on to something different, and I don't know, I visualize in different ways. So it all depends on each person and their ideas and what their likes and dislikes. So mine may be different, I don't know, wouldn't know.
So Ramzi, let's just start at the beginning. When you entered the industry, or when you had this liking to enter the industry, you saw beautiful things, or you saw ordinary things and wanted to make them beautiful. Was that the idea behind it? Or?
No, see, Rozanne, to be honest, I think from the age of 4 or 3 or whatever it is, I'm an artist. I sit and sketch, and I don't know how I started painting women. I think it was more hair. It was, I don't know, I used to always get that curl and the swirl of the curls or swirls. So that painting, I was always sketching things all the time. And I sent in a lot of pictures to articles and newspapers at that time in the 70s. So they were spotlighted, with my sketches, so with no training or whatsoever. From then on, of course I went to school, but I didn't study much. I was not interested, not in studies.
Well, of course your interest is in another direction.
So then I realized my father, obviously I was interested in art, so he sent to an art teacher called Mr. Ivo Baptist. And say within a few classes, it was, he was an oil painter, he's a more landscapist. To be honest, I did a few charcoal paintings, and then within a few lessons, he put me onto oils. So that was fast. And
it was beginning.
It was beginning. To be honest, it was a little, very, very expensive, I think, oils at that time, and we are 7 in the family. It was just, along with my studies, I had to do this, and hair became accident. Well, I think the inspiration was from my grandmother.
Oh.
See, I watched my grandmother doing my mother's hair. It was quick bun, quick turn, it was a French pleat. So I think that gave me the inspiration, and from then on, that's all I went on. I watched a lot of Hindi movies like Shamila Targo at that time.
Oh.
Those beautiful shapes of hairstyles were created. I experimented on my aunts, trial and error. I think I used a little gum here and there.
You used glue?
Yes, glue in the sense on wigs, not on the hair.
Of course.
But see, to get the shapes, and because see, hairsprays and products were limited at that time. But still, I had to use wires sometimes on the plaits to get that stiffness, Rozanne, to get the shapes, because see, at that time, the hairstyles were all very intricate. See, it was all beautiful shapes, concrete, whatever shapes, still artistic. So I created, with my hands and the wigs and whatever.
Yeah, even today I see that touch. You haven't lost it. You
I
still
don't
have
think
the.
So. Yeah, I love.
Well, Ramzi, that's the beginning. Let's talk about the next step in your life, where you were one of the main makeup artists or hairdressers for all the beauty queens at that time. Well, that was another chapter in your life, right?
See, Rozanne, as we all started, basically I'm a hair and makeup artist. So dressing brides became eventually. First of all, you have to learn to know hair, makeup, and obviously drape your sari.
Yes.
So I used to watch my mother and them draping the saris, and to be honest, where experience was concerned, I draped the sari on myself.
Yeah, firstly.
Obviously see how it look and how you can walk. So then, of course, it was all trial and error. So I had my salon, as I said, like 40 years. in the business. I started off in a salon in Barnes Place in a room with 2 chairs.
Yeah.
So I had clients, I think, suppose maybe from the Columbus urban area.
From the beginning, you had celebrity clients.
I don't know. See, to be honest, Sunita Bandanaka was one of my clients. I used to cut hair with no experience.
Yeah.
Then she brought in her sister Chandrika. So she wanted to be dressed up for the wedding, and she had just come from France. And I think she had gone to someone else, and she was not very happy. She wanted to trial.
She ended up with you.
So trial, and the moment I twisted, she realized that
You have it within you. Okay, let's talk about the bridal part of you, the designing part of you, because we know hair and makeup untouchable. I mean, you are one of the greatest that we have. When we come to the bridals, what inspires you when you start from scratch? I mean, what uniqueness do you have in your bridals?
See, when a bride walks in, obviously with hair and makeup and the experience that I have, see, a bride, you have to realize what a bride is. Since I'm artistic, when someone walks in, I visualize what she looks. But it's important to talk to the client to know what her likes and dislikes are, whether she wants to Canadian, Indian, or water Western.
Yeah.
Then I have the option to tell her, look here, this is not right. But already something is pictured in my mind. Like say, if you come, something I have...
In the first moment itself?
Yes, first moment, sometimes I'm quite abrupt. Sometimes the client maybe not like what I say, but still I visualize a total look. Okay. See, now what happens is, Rozanne, lots of people bring lots of pictures, lots of ideas.
They copy.
They copy.
Imitate.
They want this design, this hairstyle. You can't do that. See, you need to talk to the client, get their ideas, obviously. First of all, whether they like it, what colors.
Sometimes you are able to convince them also. They don't like it initially, but later
eventually, that's the part. The problem is this, see, unlike those days, the bride comes along with the mother.
Yeah,
the bride doesn't talk much, it's the mother. See, the mothers came to me, looking for me, and gave me totally in charge of the bride. They had their say. But now it's the bride, plus the grooms, the in-laws. So when people have different ideas, it's a little difficult.
True.
To strike a balance is very difficult. But see, end result, I am totally responsible. So I have to make them understand that the total look is important. And
you also have an image to maintain.
See, because when you design someone, we'll say, if you design, look at a bride, it's not only the sari, the color, the type, the hairstyle, even the jewelry, the makeup, everything, plus the retinue. Sometimes the bride wants to come to me, and the bridesmaids, they don't take much interest. But they don't realize that it's a retinue. It's a total look. See, that is why I have a chat with them. I ask them whether they like to have a big retinue, what their budgets are. See, even if we have 6 bridesmaids or 4 or 2, it has to blend. Even the groom. I do want to have a look at the groom. See, in the reason is why I say I want to look at the groom, because see, she also has to blend in the senses with the hairstyles. I made a mistake years ago.
Would you like to share it?
Of course, see, we all learn through mistakes, because when you do a mistake, it's in your mind and you learn out of it.
Definitely.
I looked at the bride, I didn't know who the groom was, because see, obviously he was out of Colombo. I did this fabulous hairstyle. She was short, and she was short, and I gave such a high hairstyle. And to be honest, when I went in to touch up for the group pictures, he was a little short. So I could have killed myself. See, this is why you need to have a look at everyone.
Have a clear picture of the entire thing.
Whether bridesmaids or the little girls, flower girls, everyone. Because it's important to blend. See, sometimes, even the bridesmaids, sometimes they might not match. But sometimes a bridesmaid is a bride's friend. Whether she's black, white, or blonde or what, it doesn't really matter. It's up to me as a designer or a bridal dresser
to make the best out of her.
See, there are people, in my case, I dress brides, I design clothes, and I visualize the entire thing. In fact, the flowers, everything I coordinate. I think I can be a pain with the florist. I go the night before and check sometimes.
Yeah, I know how persuading you can be. Today you have dressed a beautiful bride. Let's talk about the bride.
See, when you told me that you want a bride, I thought things have changed.
Yes.
It's a modernized version of the sari. So I've designed this sari because she's slim and tall. So, and I thought it's a modernized version. See, I've done embedded pleats at the front. This is more than 6 yards. It's about 15 meters, this sari.
Oh.
It's very, very heavy.
She carries it well too.
Yes, that's her problem. So, but still we have to make things work out. So I've got pleats in the front, plus I thought to give it a little more drama and effect, pleats at the back. And of course, if you realize what I've done, it's a plain sari, but I've used different types of lace.
Yeah.
Different laces, it's cut, appliqued and re-embroidered with pearls.
So all these details you personally
Of course,
overlook? Or?
I personally. See, I have a few people who work directly, not for me, but various people. See, some people are good at embroidery, some people are good at sewing. So you have to go to the correct person.
Yeah.
See, they work for different people sometimes. Their ideas are different. Now see, my embroidery person is very artistic. She understands exactly what I want. And since it's COVID, I implemented a mask as well.
Yeah, that's another thing I wanted to ask you.
Yes, so this is where you have to, now this sari was done and she did the mask within a few hours, to be honest. I said, this is important, this has to blend. So everything has to blend. Plus, if you realize the jacket, what I've done, it's totally different. See, it is some other fabric,
Blended
I don't know,
together.
I have what we have done. And the part is that I go and check every fit on, every single thing.
So the outfit, of course, is very important, but of course the makeup, the hair, and everything has to blend.
Definitely.
So
see,
how?
to get the correct look. Now, supposing say your kit is fabulous, and I didn't want to destroy Twinkle's look. See, she's young, and the look now is very, very
Subtle.
Very subtle. But see, when you say subtle, you need little makeup. I mean,
Yeah.
you need to see, highlight your eyes. Of course, a lot of shading has gone in with the nose shading. I've used little browns, but eyeliner, if you look, Rozanne, I've done thick. I've not done bottom because I find that look is better for her. And also where the hair was concerned, I feel a very soft look. It's middle part, slight back combing, and very slight, I don't know, you can see the hairstyle.
Yeah, it's really trendy, I would say, and subtle. Like,
Yes, and also very modern.
modern.
Then I thought flowers wouldn't go for this. So I thought of ornaments.
Oh.
But remember what I've done is I've used 2-3 different pieces. Sometimes necklaces, even the necklace that I have used is, see, when I went to choose, I took my jacket and the entire outfit. So the girl, I looked at one thing, it took me a good, I think, not 45 minutes. Because I was looking, I was still not happy. But we found something because it had a bit of pearls, so we need to blend. So so every single details, even the flowers, the bouquets. So sometimes they will say they want to go to this person and that person. See, you're comfortable with the person whom you work.
Yes.
Whether it's good or bad, they understand what you want. See, even the assistants that help you is very important.
Also, Ramzi, I wanted to ask you now, if a bride comes to you, how long before should the preparation start from?
See, generally people plan out 6 months to 1 year. But if you say you want to get married tomorrow or within a few days, it can be done. It can be done.
Of course.
Because see, things are not, I mean, you can get saris. So you can always improvise things now. You
Yes.
can always improvise. You say you want to, I had a few instances like that who wants to get married within a day or two. So we can improvise. Nothing is impossible.
So preparation of the skin, the hair, the...
So obviously, see, Rozanne, if it's 6 months or what it is, if it's skin, then you have time. But then if it's situations that they want to get married within a week or so, then of course makeup
So you
is
go
there.
with the flow.
Yes.
Ramzi, Glowing Secrets, that is the name of the program, and you must be knowing that Glow is a very upmarket brand. That's why I wanted to get you as our first guest to match the caliber of the brand. When we talk about skin, there are a lot of issues that brides have. So have you come across any incidences
Yes,
like
see,
that?
skin, Rozanne, see, we can do makeup, but if you do not have a good skin, There is no point.
Yes.
See, looking after your skin and hair is very important, as you say, like preparation. See, basic hair care like shampoos, conditioners is important. Where skin is concerned, they need to obviously do skin facials,
Treatments.
clean-ups, and of course, what you eat. Lots of water, vegetables, green, I mean, we all,
Proper nutrients
yes,
and everything
that's
like
very,
that.
very important.
Ramzi, finally, as the legend in the industry, I want you to give out some advice, because there are a lot of these beauty hacks today, beauty tips today, that people want to become fair overnight, beautiful overnight. What is your take on that? I mean, what do you recommend?
See, Rozanne, see, you can have the best of hairstyle. I know people want to load themselves in makeup or hair, but the main thing is you have to do what suits you, number one. Then, see, to have a good head of hair or good skin, you have to look after yourself. You have to love your hair. Use the proper shampoo, head massagers, go to salons. Yes, in the sense is, it's like visiting a doctor. Do not wait till the problem arises. See, your skin, you do regular facials, your waxing, whatever it is, on a regular basis. Do not wait for the last minute, because see, some people run and come at the last minute, which is the wedding or function, but it has to be an ongoing thing. Then obviously inside you have to be clean, hygiene factors.
Yeah, hygiene is
that
also very important.
Very important. As I say, there is no point in having the best of makeup, the best of hairstyles, but if you're not clean also from inside, all that matters.
So detox.
You know what a beauty queen is. It matters so for anyone, whether you're a beauty queen or anyone, all these matters make a lot.
Make big difference
Yes,
in
of
your
course.
outer beauty.
Of course, yes.
Ramzi, it was so nice talking to you, and I think we learnt a lot, and it was very informative, and it was a different kind of a feeling that we had this little beauty conversation. Thank you for being on the show, and thank you for being on my first episode. I would like to hand you a small token of appreciation.
Thank you, Rozanne.
Well, Ramzi, thank you for being on my show, and it was lovely having you, but I have to let you go. Very sad. But very soon, Glowing Secrets will be back with another fabulous guest sharing all our beauty secrets.